Hello my friends and welcome back. It is episode 124. I don't think I have anything interesting to be doing. Let's quickly cycle through my colonies for free loot. Lord Captain Ponting, shortly before our departure from Footfall, a group of messengers in luxurious garbs delivered a strong box and several chests bearing the insignia of House Orcelio to the ship. I suppose the use of gold-clad servants instead of servitors was an extravagant attempt by the navigators to draw the attention of the rogue trader. Considering the incident on the capital world, the enforcer officers checked the Navis nobilite gifts thrice. I am pleased to report that none of them threaten your lady Cassia's or the crew's well-being. Having said that, closer examination of the strongbox by the tech adepts revealed a data slate with a vid message addressed personally to you alongside some kind of encrypted data. We dare not touch them without your instructions. As you command, Lord Captain. Rogue Trader. We, the Great Regent Aronto Orcelio, send greetings and hope this message finds you in good health. House Orcelio will soon hold a grand council within the Palace of Atlas, the holy relic that connects all navigators of our house. This meeting will take place not in the physical world, but in the world of thoughts. Dreams and visions. It is the only way to avoid bloodshed and decide the fate of the sacred child at last. Thanks to the Atlas, we feel the soul of the child is full of dismay. And yet the rogue trader's words bear a lot of weight with the child, so he may soothe its anxiety and lead the child down the right path. The path of accepting its duty before the house and ascending to the Novator's throne. Hope you consider my offer, for it is in your power to not only strengthen the bond between our dynasties, but multiply your riches at the same time. Gifts accompanying this message are but an insignificant part of the Great Regent's gratitude. May the God Emperor protect us all. I am told that the message has been relayed to your cogitator, Lord Captain. I hope the data do not get corrupted during playback or delivery. Yes, Lord Captain. A messenger server skull has been sent to the Onsar's servant's compartment. Once the data has been decrypted, I will notify you immediately. The Emperor protects. An urgent report from the servants of the Omnicide. They managed to locate the second message on the House of Celio data slate hidden in the shadow of the first one. As soon as it happened, the machine spirit rebelled and started devouring the decrypted data. The acolytes of the cult mechanicus are performing the rites to appease it and slow down the process of annihilation. What should we do? Display the message on the screen right now. Rogue Trader, Lady Navigator Alina, the one who staged an attempt to assassinate Cassia right in your palace, politely smiles at you from the window. No doubt your servants will find my trace. They are far cleverer than the ones employed by the Great Regent of House Orcelio. I feel extremely awkward that our first encounter took place under such unfortunate circumstances. Truth be told, I saw a worthy person behind the lofty title after fate put me on death's precipice. You hesitated to end my life despite holding it in your hands. Your noble deed gave me food for thought. Despite everything that transpired, I still believe we may become loyal allies to one another. I presume you already know that House Orcelio will be holding a grand council in the depths of the accursed Atlas very soon. We cannot ignore the call, for we are bound to it against our will, but if you convinced this Lady Cassia to reject the Atlas and break centuries-old shackles binding our house, we could turn over a new page. Having said that, I will accept a different outcome. Should the child die, I'm not going to shed any tears. I'll accept any choice, Rogue Trader. May people have nothing else to lose. But you could benefit from our friendship. There's an emerald among the stars of Martanius, my gift for you for sparing my life. Head through the storms and torrents. I'm very sorry, Lord Captain. The servants of the Omniscient can no longer restrain the machine spirit's hunger. Hope you're able to see the vid message through to the end. Matarius, where the hell is that? I don't think that that is an actual name of a system. I think that's the name of a planet, which really doesn't help me. Because I'm going to have no idea. Unless it's in the Ocelio prophecy. I'm not that interested. Lord Captain, the United Corps of the Explorators and Militia Forces is ready to attack the heretics who took over. Commanders recognize the Lord Inquisitor's sanction and agreed to cede the right of supreme command to you. They ask that you summon a Council of War in order to establish the plan of attack. Let us attack. I just can't be bothered to crawl around the systems again. The leader of the Explorator warriors appears on the bridge and the deck trembles beneath his metal gate. He's acquired a new set of fearsome armor since the two of you last met, and his mechadendrites are now fitted with more formidable weapons of destruction. Unit Opticon 22 initiating identification official greeting procedure, unlocking the option of strategic data exchange. The Emperor's Angel follows in his wake, is clad in armor, the color of a tempestuous ocean. You hear his voice, throaty and bringing with untamed boldness and strength. Which one of you Huscarls? Yeah, Huscarls is Edmund Valencinus. I am Thorbold Ironhide. I wish to see the mortal who has been granted the honor of leading my pack into battle. I know the habits of a warrior when I see one. You are no indolent jock. Good. Give my approval. We will hunt the baseborn heretics together. You have not changed, brother Thorbold. High-handed and brazen without measure, you carry yourself like another Dakar, like it is your own. Such is the breed of leaders, Ulfar. We stand out. Is you ever lost who cannot find his way when the sun is right over his head? Command promotion hierarchy status update was executed following the deconstruction of the ship of the Teeth of the Wrathgear. Fleet's War Conclave was operating aboard that vessel. Unit Opticon 22 received the premature rank promotion modernization for Magos Dominion based on his extensive catalogue of recorded combat engagements. May your service benefit from the updated protocols that were bestowed upon you and the new analytical data that was entrusted to your elucidation. That probably is a word, actually. It feels like one. May the Omnissiah guide operate this unit in his cause mission algorithm of service to him. What good is another war council with a cog priest who knows not the joys of battle, who cut off his parts and replace them with augments to please his all-knowing master? He will propose again a cowardly plan unworthy of warriors as is custom of his brethren. Registering a display of impertinence, data insufficiency in regard to the military craft eradication methods of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Are you having another fight, gentlemen? How unpredictable. A woman in heavy armor walks onto the bridge cloaked in an air of superiority. You remember seeing her before in the retinue of Xavier Calcazar when he barged into your chambers after the Magni Assessio. Thank you for not starting without me. Acolyte Ishihara, dispatched by the Lord Inquisitor to facilitate the operation. My role in the War Council is that of an advisor. Hendrix and Ishihara... Ashihara. They exchange glances but do not say a word. You cannot help but notice the furrow that forms on the interrogator's forehead at the sight of his colleague. So shall we begin our war council, or shall we wait for the heretics to corrupt this planet completely? Why are you here? The Lord Inquisitor entrusted me with the task of forging an alliance between the assembled fleet and the forces of the Cognizance fleet. Once this task is Once this task is complete, I am to act as an observer and special operative. What are your responsibilities as special operative? I'm afraid the Lord Inquisitor did not give me the authority to elaborate on this matter. There is no surprise in my heart. The Inquisition is, as always, too ashamed of its dark deeds to reveal them to honourable fighters. There'll be no spitting aboard my ship, do I make myself clear, esteemed Lord Thorvald. Why did Calcazar choose you? I happen to have some experience with large-scale bloodshed, rogue trader, that, and I never failed to deliver results. What troops can you spare to reinforce my army? Militia forces have already been transferred to Opticon 22. All I have left under my command is a tactical unit, explicitly instructed to carry out the Lord Inquisitor's special assignments. Now, let us move on to discussing how we intend to kill the heretics. Euphrates 2 is a forge world. Manufacturers and extractors take up most of its surface. Upon corrupting them, disrupting their production algorithm, the heretics enhance their ranks with possessed mechanisms and false defective traitorous Skitari, whose protocols are disfigured with indoctrinating scrap code. Our forces have secured minor footholds on the surface, but are unable to deliver an effective blow to the headquarters operations center of the Profaners in the Machine Cathedral at the heart of the Manufactorium Sigma S13. Excuse me. Just a monstrous amount of text in this game. According to the available data, it is the current location of the Arch Heretic termination target, the Dark Apostle Arlon the Cruel. We may outnumber the enemy, but ours is a poor warband. All it has is the steel curls of the Omnissiah and scantily trained serfs from across the expanse, while our foe is the detestable but nevertheless deadly putrid-hearted traitors from the ranks of the Word Bearers. And their vessels protect the Machine Cathedral from orbit. Why have you not commenced the planetary assault? There is a conflict, critical error, categorical lack of understanding of the imperatives of this operation within our chain of command. Unit Thorvald Ironhand is in favour of strategy of mass destruction, which would constitute an unacceptable violation of the right of operation. Every square metre of the manufactoriums is sacred, of high productivity value. Which is why the Cog Priest is so intent on hindering and sabotaging our assault by refusing us forces and landing Drekars, but Thorvald Ironhide won't fight in the terms of priests. If my battle plan is rejected, then the Omnissiah servants can retake the planet themselves. Maybe they think their lives mean nothing compared to their precious cathedrals, but a wolf knows what his life is worth. My curiosity is piqued. The explorers are hiding something on that planet. Something you refuse to show anyone and now loath to destroy. What is it? Request denied. The Omnissiah's mysteries procedures conducted on Eurofritz 2 are to remain undisclosed according to the protocol vow of preservation of the hallowed from the profane. This is why in Fenris we have the priests follow the warriors, not the other way around. The priests never think about the battle ahead, only their tenets and taboos. But a wolf must think only of the battle and his enemy's death, not preserving cathedrals or counting the trophies that await him. Our strategic analysis points towards a full-scale offensive as the optimal course of action. The losses amongst the troops, insignificant personnel, laity will be numerous, but not exceed the acceptable parameters. Replenishing such losses will be less arduous than repairing the damage that may otherwise come to the manufactoriums. I would raid down vengeful skies upon the enemy. It would plough the land of Eurofritz 2 with shells, shatter their defences, and level the fortified towers, throw their host into disarray, and in that whirlwind of fury I would lead my glorious pack to pave a path of blood for the cog curls. Choose your strategy wisely. It's not every day you get to heed the advice of a seasoned warrior, one chosen by the All-Father himself to bring death to the foes of humanity. You read hearts like they're inscribed with runes, Eminence 2. My brothers and I grow tired of this cog priest and his naysaying. For whatever reason, he thinks himself our lord. I concur with this statement, given the military action sacred purgative crusade. Eradication procedure is taking place in the world devoted to the machine god. Opticon 22 insists its privileged status in the matter of strategy selection. Answer me this, Thorwald. If Opticon 22 were to come to Fenris and start ordering you around, what would you do? I would like to see him try. Fine, I hear you. No one will accuse Thorwald Ironhide of disrespecting the masters of the house where he has arrived as a guest. You will hear no more arguing from me, only silence. I will kill the heretics in the manner chosen by the esteemed cog priest. Well, that was easy. that was relatively easy to persuade him to change his mind. First step is obvious. We eliminate the Machine Cathedral's orbital support, but what planetary assault strategy will he choose following the destruction of the enemy Void Fleet? Do we sacrifice the meat, go for a blended approach, or do we go with the material knowing that we will do heavy damage to a forge world? We'll take the middle road. Your plan bores me. This is not the Space Wolves' way of war, but such cowardly strategies are the limit of the Omnissiah's cog curls, so you have my approval. My pack will do all that is asked of it and stand at the vanguard of the assault until we meet on the field of battle. I say the same to you, Alfar, ever lost. To the pity your pack will not share in this glorious victory with us. That boastful Gizhoff talks too much about my pack. He knows where my brothers are. I can smell it. Before we dive into the carnage, summon him to ship and let me question him. I wish to hear what he knows, while he has still not lost his blathering tongue to the heretics. Strategy confirmed as optimal. Updating Skitarii tactical programs. Transmitting this unit's general blessing authorization for offensive action. Okay, so he went with the... he was happy to go with the middle ground strategy. The Lord Inquisitor will be delighted at the news that some semblance of order was established in command. I wish you luck, rogue trader. Okay. I'm getting like some slightly high readings on my microphone here. I'm not quite sure why. Where is old Tankman 3000? Shooty man, in the name of the Emperor! There he is.
Let us raise our cups et vater, in honor of deeds accomplished and in expectation of those yet to come. If anyone knows where my pack brothers are now, he does. But it is not right to speak of such things within others' hearing. That is why I thought it better to keep silent at the War Council. I thank you, et vater.
Christ, will you look at the size of them? Thorvald does not come alone, but with a young brother in arms. With a mocking glance at Ulfar, he bellows, Thorvald Ironhide is here. Why have you summoned me, rogue trader? Speak to me. Know you, Thorvald, whither the path of battle has led my pack, the baleful Howl? You haven't lost your pack, have you ever lost? Didn't have a chance to talk properly at the council. I wanted to meet you. Ha, of course you do. Who missed the chance to strike up a friendship with the illustrious leader of the equally illustrious Stormbiters? Go on, Halbrat, recite the saga of my exploits, and be sure to include the landing in the Void Kraken's mouth. This is Halbrat, the brave, the most sonorous voice in my pack. I think you meant to say Halbrat the braggart, no, for his verses often weave together the truth with his own flights of fancy. Ulfar smiles vindictively with the viciousness utterly unbecoming of an angel of the Emperor. Thank you for the correction, Everlost. I reckon we can do without the saga. Are all wolves so hostile to one another, or is it something personal between the two of you? It is only friendly nipping. If there has been hatred between us, the walls of this glorious hall would have long since been painted with blood. Such is a warrior's nature, a wolf's nature. When we meet with strength, we test our teeth on it. There is a personal side to it as well. The Stormbite has always tried to best the the baleful Howl. In the glory of their exploits, tried and failed, for my pack was and remains superior. You do not know? I'm not surprised. Brother Ulfar does not care for his moniker. He's had it since his early years in the chapter. When Ulfar underwent his trial in the Cup of Wolfen, he took so much longer than the others that the rune priests gave him up for lost. Later, he received grievous wounds and raids that sent him to stasis sleep for a long time. Anytime we pay a visit to the baleful Howl, we'd ask, "Where's Brother Ulfar?" And he was always resting. And recently, he went missing altogether, lost after an attack on Xenos. And forget not to tell of the dire curse that of yore was laid upon the mighty Ulfar. No good death for him is fated, only to one day be lost, bereft of glory and honour. Any who cross his path, let him regale, and gladly that the proud warrior, Halbrat Blatherskite, singer of rumours and fine tattler of tall tales, for he has glimpsed no worthy deeds in his short life. Feasting with the All-Father in the Hall of Heroes, I reckon. Mjord filling their horns to the brim as valour and loyalty did fill their hearts. Lies, did you see their bodies? Which of the brothers will avow the truth of these words? Ironhide never lies. And you, Everlost, watch your tongue, unless you want my dagger to deliver a penance of eternal silence upon you. No, we did not see their bodies, but we heard their ranting and raving, which can only lead to the jaws of Morkai. In the battle in which you, Everlost, and Nuf and Skiadi were captured by the Xenos, the baleful Howl took prisoners of their own. Under torture, the Kept of Xenos gave up the star coordinates of where they were to go next. Some important meeting, it seems. The place was far away, deep in the uncharted regions where the servants of the All-Father have never ventured. And your brothers decided to go there. No navigator would dare lead them to those dark places, and so your brothers seized a trading boat and voyaged there without a helmsman. So you abandoned them to their grueling march. Lower your hackles. I urge them not to throw away their lives in vain. Nothing but death could await them among those malevolent stars. We all came here to serve the All-Father and repay our blood debt, not to die for naught. Or have you forgotten that, Everlost? I will not test our friendship out. Ayatvalta, I know that if I call upon you to go with me in search of my pack, I will be taking you away from important battles and the saving of your home. So I will go alone to seek my brothers, but I will not abandon you in your hour of need. I owe you. When we have defeated your enemies, I will leave you and follow the trail. That trail is bloody and has long since gone cold, Brother Ulfar. There is no need to add another body to its tally. As the leader of the Stormbiters, I call you to our pack. Be a brother to us now. Have you lost your mind, Thorvald? Perhaps it is you who has lost his mind, if you are daring to speak so insolently to Ironhide. What makes you so certain they are dead? When the baleful howl was setting off, we exchanged gifts. Our pack runes. Every 10th watch a priest cast the runes and saw what fate they revealed. 50 watches after the baleful howl left, the runes showed calamity. 60 watches after they left, death. Since then the runes have been voiceless and their patterns hold no meaning. And that's it? The spirits deceive you. Your priest went a little soft in the head and forgot how to read his runes, and for that you give my pack up for dead. Cowards. The runes do not lie, Ulfar, you know this. I'm sorry about your brothers, but their fate is clear. He is our brother. He should not be left to wander the galaxy in the company of ordinary mortals or alone. Wolves are like sharp knives. We hone ourselves against each other, and without brothers, Ulfar will rust and grow dull. Be with us, Ulfar. We will take you in. Go to hell, Thorvald. They'll take you in there. Ulfar's right. He is loyal to his brothers. Stay out of wolf business, rogue trader. I will not reveal the coordinates of the palace to which your brothers travelled. Respect your alpha, Ulfar. That is an order. You are too quick to call yourself my leader, Fullball. Go and bark commands at your pups. Who are you calling a pup, Everlost? Unlike your pathetic pack, we will soon go into battle and accomplish great deeds. But you, coward that you are, want to shirk your duty. Jewel! Ugh, should I get involved here? A harsh shout drowns out the two wolves who are ready to lunge at one another. Quiet, both of you, if you've forgotten where you are. Holmgang can only take place on solid ground, not on a boat. The void and the warp are treacherous and unfit to host a duel of the worthy. Secondly, I am your superior, Ulfar, and I am not asking but ordering you to back up your chest beating with deeds. If the baleful Howl pack is alive as you say, let it march with the Stormbiters in the assault on Euphrates too. Let it display the valor of all the stories tell of. Will you stand alone for all your brothers, or have you gone soft? The wolf's leader's tone may be threatening, but you notice a sly glint in his eye. Ulfar, on the other hand, is growling furiously, with no matching twinkle in his gaze. We'll see about that. I will prove that the Stormbiters will never be a match for the baleful Howl. Altvater, I must be at your side when you depart for the assault. Promise that you will grant me this honor. Thorvald, why will you not simply tell Ulfar where to look for his pack? When the baleful Howl left, I became the highest-ranking wolf in the Expanse. I am the Alpha, and it's my duty to ensure that not one of the Allfather's chosen warriors loses his life for foolish or fruitless ends. Not even Ulfar. If you prove that your words carry more weight than a battle axe, I will tell you where your brothers went. If you fail, you will submit. I live to serve, Lord Captain.
Let us raise our cups and water. Fenris, you...
Okay. Begin the scan. The rogue trader's ship took its place in the center of the attack formation. The right flank was guarded by the sacred combat vessels of the Adeptus Mechanicus, and on the left consisted of combined forces gathered by the Lord Inquisitor, headed by a frigate of the indomitable Space Wolves. The enemy deployed their ships in a wide arc in an attempt to surround the squadron, but the heretics' plan was not meant to be. Thorvald and Opticon 22 sent their detachments forward, tying up the enemy in combat and presenting the Lord Captain with a chance to deliver the blow to the very heart of the enemy position, where the flagships of these traitors to humanity awaited their final hour. And await it they shall.
I will be your beacon in the darkness.
Only one enemy? He's got a very good position. He's just out of range of my main guns. But just close enough that when it's his turn he can just unload on me. Torpedoes away. Shields up, right quadrant. Let's get restart shields going, because I know I'm going to get slammed. Alright, shield's holding. Ooh. I knew I was going to get slammed. Toasty! Ow. I thought that was like enemy ships warping in, not like a hostile zone. Okay, main shield. Reload weapons. Oof.
The impure tremble.
Okay, front shield's holding. Oh no, we're taking side hits. Because of course we are. It's really weird in this game that so many hits hit the side that don't in any way look like side hits. I'm guessing that these things... Okay, they just delete torpedoes. Die.
Nobody survives battle with this void ship.
Annihilated. And verily, a great battle was won. Okay, and that is it for now. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time.